If you have felt a shift lately, know that it is not just you, and it is definitely very different than it was just a few days ago. Today, the sun and moon now are in Sagittarius. It's the Sagittarius new moon. Mercury and Venus are in Sag as well, and there's a new fiery energy in the air. So I wanted to take the time to give a rundown of Sagittarius energy, what it represents, what the archetype in its purest form is, and set the record straight that I don't hate Sag. Like, stop coming for me. I just have nothing in my chart that is Sag personally. I find that I don't have Sag traits. That is so different than me being like, oh, I hate a sign. Like Sag and Gemini, I just don't have that quality to me. That in no fucking way means I hate you all. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, let's get into it. So Sagittarius, first and foremost, is a fire sign. The fire and air signs are masculine signs. This has nothing to do with gender, so the triggered people can get out of my comments, but it has to do with the mode of taking action. Masculine signs take the first action, feminine signs respond to it. One is not more powerful than the other. Air and fire signs rise and fill space, therefore they represent the masculine energy of doing things first and being assertive. Water and earth signs fill space. They require that container, but they are what fills space and is fertile for life. That is a feminine energy. We all have both in certain mixtures in our chart. So it's by no means saying that you are more one or the other by like, everyone has all of them in your chart, but you will lean more towards one or the other depending on how your chart is placed, obviously. So it's a fire sign, which is masculine or about taking action, and it is a mutable sign. There are cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs representing the beginning, middle, and end of each season. Mutable signs represent the end of one season as it goes into the next. Sagittarius is fall into winter. It is the change from, oh, it's cute, fall, whatever, into like, boom, I see winter. And that quality of change and adaptability is what makes mutable signs very good at changes, at being responsive, at being flexible, and enjoying things that other people might find a little bit chaotic. They get bored easily. Sagittarius, being a fire sign that's also mutable, is like wildfire spreading, and that energy of wanting to fill every space with light is very much Sagittarius. That the other fire signs of Aries and Leo are a little bit more contained and strong in their like core, where I would say Sagittarius is a little bit stronger in its ability to spread, be energetic over time, and be changeable or a little bit more adaptable rather than putting their foot down like Leo or Aries would. So it is a mutable fire sign, and therefore it's the essence of motivating others and spreading others with excitement. There is no better hype man, and there's no better like pep talk giver than Sagittarius, in my opinion. I think it's also why they are great comedians, or even just like people, if you want to hype up a crowd or be a performer, I find that a certain amount of Sagittarius energy is often really, really helpful. There are other ways as well. I mean, like as someone myself with no Sag, but a fair amount of Capricorn, there's the opposite side of being dry. But having Sagittarius placements can be this pure energy of infectious laughter, of motivation, of truly seeing the bright side of things, because life is meant to be worth living, and it doesn't make any sense to sit and mourn and be, or I don't want to say sit and mourn, but sit and mope. That is the word. I'm sorry if you've lost someone recently. Sagittarius is then ruled by the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, growth, and positivity in terms of adding things. So Jupiter is the large gas giant, meaning that it is very inflationary. It is not very sturdy. I don't believe that you can stand on Jupiter. This goes alongside, even more so, the Sagittarius energy of wanting to spread, grow, and motivate, not necessarily having the most realistic approach. So when I have spoken in the past and made jokes around like reckless spending or impulsive travel, that is in no way a knock on Sagittarius. At their core, they see value and they have behaviors that lead them to experience the fullness of life, even if it doesn't make sense or is not realistic to those of us who think more about threats, fear, and protecting. Sagittarius energy is not one of playing it safe. It is, like I said, mutable fire. What is a mutable fire? It is a wildfire. It is reaching everything until everything is gone. So they are looking for the epitome of each experience, and generally can feel better knowing that they tried and were a fool or did completely failed. They, like, I would even say it as their option is never not to do the thing. It is to jump right into the thing and worry about the consequences later. Now, when I say this, a lot of you with Sagittarius placements may be already typing, oh no, I'm more introverted, I don't feel that way. When I'm speaking about a sign, I'm speaking about the pure archetype. Archetypes are the utmost manifestation of one character. No one is one archetype, but we have certain archetypes present in our lives, and it's the way that these combine that make our lives really vivid and multifaceted. So when I'm talking about Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, or any sign in its pure archetype, I'm in no way talking about you being that sign to the utmost T. You might have your sun, moon, rising, whatever in Sagittarius and resonate with that applying to what that represents in your life. So Sagittarius rising, your behavior is going to seem more Sag. Sagittarius sun, your goals and the way that you're trying to achieve things in the world will seem very Sag. In Sag moon, you're going to find that your safety net and the way that you rebalance or the way that you return to feeling okay and feeling calm is through the ability to be adventurous, explorative, and unhinged a little bit. I feel like unhinged is the word to describe Sag. Like when you look at Sag, they usually have a quality of messy hair. They even have the teeth. I joke around about this because I roast every sign and I'll offend you and I accuse me of space racism for this, whatever. Sagittarius has the teeth and the mouth. They're very smiley. And that does not mean anything negative, challenging, whatever, but you will see that Sag risings and Sag suns, but mainly Sag risings, have the teeth. This can lean towards either just having a bigger mouth, which is in no way bad. If I think about I don't even know a celeb off the top of my head that has the mouth. Billie Eilish is a Sag. I think she's a Pisces rising with Sag. She's beautiful. She has the smile. It's like, I don't even know how to do it. If you want to insult a Sag, you can be like the horse centaur thing. However, this also usually means that they have a great, beautiful set of teeth that is really lovely to look at, especially when it's straight and whatever. I'm a teeth maxi. As someone that had braces for 5 years, I think about teeth a lot. I wear my retainer nightly. My retainer broke, and I'm now ordering a set of new ones as we speak. So it's a little bit about Sag and teeth. They also tend to be on the taller, bigger side. By no means does it mean that the average height of a Sag will be taller than other signs, but it means that in a family, if you know someone who's Sag, they're probably going to be a little bit taller or more muscular, in general, just larger and more sturdy than other people. I would not say that they tend to be short and stout. I know someone's going to be in the comments I'm a Sag and I am 3'9" and 400 pounds or something like that. You probably have other placements in your chart that are a little different. However, Sag in and of itself is not a short, stout sign. It tends to be a more large, substantial sign in terms of its gravity. Sag also rules the glutes and thighs. So Libra kind of rules the hips. Sag rules the actual musculature of the thighs, quads, glutes. So they also tend to have the quads, that definitely that. And it's a little bit funny because personally I don't have any personal planets in Sag, and I think about this a lot, how placements I don't have any, signs I don't have any placements in, those parts of my body just aren't notable. I actually struggle to engage my quads, which apparently is not normal, and I dump into my glutes, which causes functional issues. It causes issues because it doesn't mean I have any strength when I'm standing up against wind. It means I can squat and deadlift pretty well, but if you ask me to walk upstairs, that's the kicker. So ironically, I admire the Sag quad ability. Anyway, Sagittarius is associated with the centaur, and the centaur is half man and half animal. So this combination of the mental capacity to idealize, see what is achievable, and dream about it in a way that does not have the blockages of fear or of censorship or of self-doubt of other signs, coupled with this animalistic quality to fully go after and chase that, means that Sagittarius is the epitome of the hype man, of the motivator. Also, I find that the archetype of being a fangirl or fanboy is really, really Sag, because it's oh my god, oh my god. There's no other sign that I think can have that level of wanting to go after in a really fiery way. The downsides of Sag, I've already explained, can be the recklessness, can be the, I wouldn't say even disregard of other people in their way, but literal wildfire, boom, let's just go forward with it. Can also be, I'd say that the spreading quality can mean that if they are advocating for something that may be harmful, they can be someone who fully goes after that without the perspective to internalize that it could be harmful. I'd say any Jupiter ruled sign, so Pisces and Sag, has the capacity to have faith in and fully believe something that may be objectively harmful. I am by no means the morality or the woke or the cancel police, so I'm not talking about one thing in particular at all. This can be any ideology in my opinion, but just this Jupiter ruled sign with fire behind it. So double capacity to spread means that if the thing that's spreading is in whatever way harmful, can mean that they are effective in that. Can also mean that if the thing spreading is positive and helpful, I want a Sag as my like marketing communications person, because they're gonna get the word out and they're gonna be passionate about it. So if you have planets in Sag, they are this spreadable firecracker energy that keeps on going, and they are, I'd say, one of the most optimistic signs. I would say that Sagittarius is the idealistic optimist. Aquarius is the realistic optimist. Why I would say this is because both are associated with the dreams of building something. Sagittarius fucking goes after it, does it themselves. Aquarius plans on how to bring that into the world through humanity and not maybe themselves experience it as much, but do architect it. So if you have Sag placements, feel free to comment down below another perspective. I find it more difficult to describe Sag and Gemini in as lengthy or eloquent of terms, because I actually say Gemini, Sag, and Cancer are signs I don't have anything really in. They are in Pisces as well. I have Jupiter there, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not personal heavily. Those four signs, so like Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, and Sagittarius, are signs I know I don't have as much to literally say about them versus Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, that I feel like I know in and out. It's one thing to be able to understand logistically Jupiter rules Sag, Sag is a mutable fire sign. It's another thing to have the lived experience. So if you're someone as a Sag person, feel free to let me know if I was really off base or if I did the justice that you all do deserve in and of a sign. I hope that you're having a great Sagittarius season. I need to go. What time is it? What time? Okay, I have like an hour before I need to head out, so we're fine. I have some time to film some videos. There's a beautiful sunset going on. We have some Sag orange over here, if this would focus. Beautiful view that I have here. Very thankful, and feels cool, even though I'm filming this on the floor of a very messy room because this won't focus. I have no furniture still. I have no lights, so that's about it. Anyway, I'm going to head out to my concert. My camera's overheating, I see, but I will see you on the next one. Happy Sag season.